back to the next video. In this video I will show you how you can stream responses from Firebase AI logic in native Android application. So here you can see this is the app running, but I have already asked it, tell me in detail about Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So it has automatically called the Gemini API, and here you can see it has streamed the response. So as soon as our app launched, I immediately told it to give me the details about Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and it gave me the response in stream manner, so that you don't have to wait for the entire response to come back. Okay, I'll show you one more output. I have this pick video button. I can just select a video and I'll click on it, and it should able to, so it has first clear out that text views text, previous text. Now it will like try to analyze our video. It depends how big your video is, so it does take a bit of time. Also make sure you are connected to the internet, otherwise your app might crash. And here you saw it immediately gave me all the details in streaming fashion. Now this response was very small, that's why it finished pretty quickly, but like I showed you for the first question which I asked it, it did take a bit of time. Okay, so how to do this? So first you just have to go to Firebase console, just click on new Firebase project, and here you can just enter your project name. Okay, I'll just enter it as my app 1. Okay, and just click on continue to console. Then here you can enable Gemini in Firebase, click on continue again. You can disable Google Analytics, I don't want it. I'll just click on create project. Let's just wait. In the meantime, I am using XML layout, but if you want you can use Jetpack Compose as well. There is nothing really in terms of UI over here. So first thing is, you just if you are using Jetpack Compose, you just need one button and one text view. So that's all I have done, nothing else in the layout side. And inside Android manifest.xml, make sure you add the internet permission as well. Next, let's come back to Firebase, click on continue. We need to add our Android project, so just select Android over here, and here you need to go to build.gradle.kts and just copy this particular namespace. Just copy this and I'll paste it over here. I'll click on register app. Okay, then I click on download Google services.json file. Okay, so it has downloaded. Now you need to drag and drop it inside the app folder. So I have already linked a Firebase project, right? So I have already have the Google services. So just go to the project drop down, go to app, and here you have to drag and drop it. So here you can see I already have a Google services.json file. So make sure you drag and drop your Google services.json file inside the app folder. Then click on next again. Then you just have to copy this. Again, let's go back to the Android drop down and go to build.gradle.kts and just paste it over here. Then copy this. Okay, and here I'll open this and I'll paste it over here as well, and I'll copy this and I'll scroll down and paste it over here as well. And here you need to also add the Firebase AI logic dependency, so make sure you add that as well, and then just click on sync now and it will download the dependencies for you. Okay, then just click on next, then click on continue to console, then just click on AI, click on AI logic. So let's just wait a second, and here you can click on get started. Click on get started with this API, click on enable. Then click on continue. And here also click on continue. So this will enable Firebase AI logic for your project. Then you just need to go to Kotlin plus Java. Here you can go to main activity, and firstly you have to add all these imports which are there. Okay, then here I have taken one text view as well as our button. Here we have initialized our model. At the time of recording, Gemini 2.5 Flash is the latest, so that's what I'm using over here. So here we initialize our text view, here we initialize our button. Then here inside lifecycle, using lifecycle scope.launch, here we just do dispatchers.io. Here we pass a particular prompt. Then we just do model.generate content stream, passing the prompt .collect. Here we get our chunk, right? So here you can ask whatever question. You don't really need this, like I just wanted to show you guys an example, so you can call this on whatever you feel like. So this is text based, and once I get the data, I just append it to a text view. Okay, and for our button click, where we are selecting a video, first I just set the text of our text view to empty, then we just launch the video picker using this video only. And here you can see this new video picker, so you get the URL of the picked video. Then we just move it to the IO thread. Here is our content resolver. Actually we don't even need this, we can directly use something like this. And here we get the stream of our video, we read bytes out of it. And here you can pass a mime type based on your video, and you can ask what is in this video. And when it generates stream content, we just collect chunks of it, and on the main thread we just append it to our text view. So yeah, that's all there is to it. And here I have also entered catch exception. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.